Hello YouTube, welcome to episode 65 of the Rise of Icelandic Football here with HK. If you haven't watched episode 64, please go back and watch that now before you get onto this screen. There is no spoiler up there really on this screen. There's a whole reason we left it in here. Just that we're in the Champions League and we got Anderlecht today in this episode. But we played, obviously, Man United the last game, which was on stream. We're currently live on stream. The link for the stream will be in the description below. Please give it a follow so then you can obviously see us when we're live. Unfortunately, we're streaming right now in a time zone that doesn't really suit most of my viewers. So there's not too many people interacting in the stream right now, but it's the only time I'm really going to get to stream this Champions League campaign for the week, because I'm working all 5 days and obviously working all day, all 5 days, and coaching after that. So unless staying up really late is an option, which I will do if needed, we won't be unfortunately doing for this Champions League campaign. I'm expecting the next Champions League campaign, or if we get out the Champions League group or to the Europa League, that will probably what happen next. We'll stream in a more European-friendly time, so all our viewers from the UK and all that can watch live, which is what I really want to do. The second thing I'm going to say personally is we actually booked some time off work in September. So after September the 9th is the day we start. We're going to have like 2 weeks off, and in that 2 weeks it's just going to be non-stop HK content. We're going to stream big time. We're going to try and win the Champions League during that time as well, so get excited for that. We're going to stream pretty much every single day. We're going to stream at periods during the day, and then we're going to stream a lot at night time, because obviously we're going to have daytime to sleep. So I'm going to stream, even though people will be asleep at home, we're still going to stream during the night and see what happens. And if people get angry that was yelling when we're at home, then so be it. But in terms of that, that's the end of that. End of us talking about that. Let's get back to HK. Let's get us onto the Champions League. If you haven't already gone back and watched episode 64, like I said just before, we have beaten Madrid in that episode. And we didn't just beat them, we beat them 4-1. Now, we were a little bit lucky in that episode to beat them 4-1. But look, the luck continued. And it's not every day this happens where HK get lucky. We beat Man United at Old Trafford 2-1. The game changed when Araujo got sent off there in the 9th minute. We scored then in the 29th, playing a very controlled system. And then basically they hit us on the break here, William Stewart scoring a cutback in the 32nd. But apart from that, we weren't on top, so to say, but we were controlling the game relatively well with 10 men. And then we did what we did against Madrid. We went to the counter. And as soon as we went to the counter, not even 2 minutes after, Jorge Trevino scored a very nice, well-worked goal from the lads on the break. GOMESSS had a pretty good game. We then had chances to make it 3-1. We didn't. United then had a late-ish chance. It wasn't that bad. It was a chance from distance that they worked well for. Apart from that, we beat United 2-1. So what does that mean for the group? Very simply, right now in the Champions League group, we've got 6 points, and they make it even better. We've got Anderlecht twice, who haven't won a game against United or Madrid. They've also conceded 11 goals, and I don't think they've scored one yet, which is good for us. They obviously lost here to United 1-0 at home, and then lost 10-0 to Madrid. Madrid and United played just before, and they drew 0-0, right? Which means that if we win today, we go 5-point clear on top with 3 games left to play. And not just that, United and Madrid play each other again, and we play Anderlecht again. So we should really be on 12 points right now from 4 games played. If we're on 12 points, one of these teams won't be able to catch us, and we'll be out the group in at least second, and we probably should top the group. What that does mean is we go to United or Madrid and get 1 point out of one of those 2 games, we will top the group. So, what a position to be in. If someone told me this is the position we'll be in before we played Anderlecht, I would have been like, nah, not in my wildest dreams. We're a bit lucky against United with the red card. We're a bit lucky against Madrid that we scored all our chances. But if everybody who's watching the save from from save 1, there's a few of us in the Discord, on Dr. Benji's Discord, that is watching from save 1 all the way through, and there's a few people on Twitter doing it as well. You will see that how many times we're in the lead against some of the bigger sides, and then we threw it away. It's about time we get a little bit of luck now, and maybe with a better side and a little bit of luck, we'll go through and we'll top this group maybe. That, I think, is the goal. In terms of the team, Pereira's back from injury, but Mentete's been playing so well, but I have to give Pereira back his game time. He's also getting a little bit unfit, but the rest of the team's going to start. Wallace and Victor Hugo have been immense at the back. We beat Madrid and United with these 2 at the back. Wallace didn't get in the Brazil squad, which I thought was really strange, but Victor Hugo is now growing into the player that he's become. But there we go. We just need to go out and win it. Depending what happens, we might bring in the second game. It depends what happens in this first game. If we go pump Anderlecht, I probably won't, because then there's no real point. We'll just play it on stream, and we'll come back for the very last game of the Champions League, so we can do the qualifying, the knockout draw for either Europa League or the Champions League. It could all go horribly pear-shaped as well. We could obviously lose to Anderlecht today and then finish 3rd. We could also finish 4th still, so we can't get complacent yet either. This has been working really well. We don't usually do tactics on Football Manager, and saying that though, they are playing with 2 up top, so we're not going to do that at all. We've been just when the teams have been playing with one up front, we've just been man-marking their striker and then showing their wingers onto their weaker side, and we seem to be marshalling them quite well as well. We're going to send the assistant to that one there. We're not going to look at the Anderlecht team because we should be quite better than them, judging by their performances so far. We're here at the HK Stadium. We're here in our controlled system. We're here after beating both Madrid and United. Who would have thought that? All the years we have spent slaving away to get in these players to make our club great, have produce the goods now. We're now in a very controlling position in the group, and hopefully we can beat Anderlecht here today and go there and pump them again, that they've been pumped in the group, pile on the misery, and we can win. Schultz there in the corner, top of the box though. He looks there for Arthur Gomez from distance! Everybody, if you are in the stream, tab out now and watch this. If you're on the YouTube, you're watching this back a few times. Arthur Gomez, eat your heart out. He sprints over to the corner flag, and so you should. Cartwheeling it all the 40-year-old. He loves it, the Brazilian. The ball was laid out here top of the box into Schultz, and it wasn't the best of balls either. It was bouncing all horribly. Look at that for a first touch to beat his man. And we're going to slow this right down and enjoy this. He takes his touch, he beats his man, the ball bounces up and sets up for him, and he goes, no, you know what, no another touch, we're just going to level this one on the half volley. And he does, and look at that, outside the ball, it swerves into this top corner. Look at this thing move. The keeper gets up and he goes, oh no, we're not getting to that one with our reverse head. And it arrows into the top hand corner. The keeper full stretch to his left can't get there. Gomez goes running off to the corner flag. And we are 1-0 up, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, we're going to watch it again. I know there's a highlight, but sorry, no, we have to. Look at this, Schultzy, Gomez, bunk. It's too good. It is sensational. HK are playing some great football in the Champions League group stage. Back to the highlight that was. Gleason down to Gomez. He gets absolutely taken down by Odedal. But look at that from Gomez. He's a man on fire. Read the work rate. Callis down from distance. Still Callis down. He goes penalty, referee not given. Centeno now. Back to Brata, first time block. Pereira ball out to Gleason. Gleason down the line surely. No, he lays it to Centeno. Takes a touch. Centeno from distance. There he is! He finally scores his first goal for the club. The man that we brought in from Mexico on a free. The world-class left-back linked with Real Madrid recently. Has got on the ball and hit it from distance. Gleason lays it back across him, takes one touch and goes, I'm just spanking this. The keeper probably should do better this time around. No faults on the first one, he probably should do better here. But Centeno showed him why he has that 17 long shots, and he bangs that one in. We're 2-0 up inside 20 minutes. Everybody get hyped. We might top the group. Trevino from distance. Oh, it wasn't too far. I was about to say 3 goals from outside the box. Let's go. There we go. 10 shots, 4 on target inside 25 minutes, and it hasn't stopped here. Brata's on it now. His ball. Can he find a ball out wide? He does. Find Centeno, the world-class fullback. He bombs on. It's a ball in. Trevino's there. Keeper parries, tackled, and in the end, it's all okay. 26 minutes play. 2-0 up. Ball in. Callis knocks down Schultzy. Oh, it's just he's put it wide, and in the end it would have gone well wide, but it's cleared now. Can we recycle it? We probably would have. Possession isn't a factor today. It's all about scoring goals right now. Well, we're not going to go silly and go and try and score 4, 5, 6. I'm happy we'll win. Any win's good, right? We don't care. Look, I would care if they scored because I obviously want Mutter to keep some clean sheets as well. But just breathe. Gomez now, ball in. Anyone there? Not really. And in the end, Pereira now gets on it. Pereira, can he recycle it? Needs a help here from Brata. Brata does come into the half space to pick it up. He finds Gomez though. Gomez inside. Finds Trevino. He turns. The Mexican just makes it look too easy. He just goes, oh yeah, I'm 6'6". I'm just going to roll you and finish it. And yes, he does. There we are. Jorge Trevino. It's just such a shame that the league's doing poorly at the moment because all these players like Callis, Trevino, Centeno will all be worth like 40 mil plus, but because the league's doing poorly, they're all worth like 4 mil, and they're getting upset when we're rejecting 10 mil bids, and they're all world-class players. So it's been a challenge keeping hold of them. I'm pretty optimistic we'll keep all of them in August as well, because August is only 1 month, so you can keep stalling and be alright. Pereira picks up a knock, it's a tight groin, it's what he's been dealing with in the past as well. It might be a recurring injury. I'm just going to bring Tate on. There's no point risking Pereira in a game of 3-0 up. We're not going to change the system either, and we're just going to put him as a ball-winning midfielder on support, and we're going to start the second half. If Madrid and United are both watching this and just going, oh my god, we have lost both times to the Icelandic lads, they're going to win here against Anderlecht, we're in some trouble about getting out the group. And they are. very simply, whoever wins that game against United and Madrid on match day 4 is probably going to get out the group at the expense of the other, and the other one's going to be in the Europa League. The winners of last season, Man United, could go out into the Europa League if they're not careful. In the end, the ball, Trevino heads it, and in the end, it hits it into the bar. 55 minutes played. We are absolutely on fire. No need getting anyone off here at the moment. Stein could probably come on. Goodison could come on. But everyone else is playing great. GOMESSS is having an absolutely sensational day. 68 minutes played. Just see it out, lads. We are absolutely storming it right now. 73 minutes. Ball there. Can we get it away? Wallace does. He does well. Wallace, can he just keep it to Gleeson and does? We'd probably make a couple of changes after this game's finished. Gleeson now down the line finds GOMESSS. GOMESS now sprinting at his man. His switcher play is pretty good in the end to Schultze. Does Centeno want to bomb on? No, he just sits back and just goes, no, we're all right. Schultze keeps it, looks for Callis. Callis now comes inside, looks for Brata. First time, son! Oh, just wide. I was expecting to hit it with his right foot across him. Instead, he weirdly pokes it with his left. I don't even think he's left-footed. With that in mind, we are going to bring Goodison in. We're going to bring Schultze off. We're also going to bring Steven, who hasn't played too many minutes in. We're going to just bring Callis off. We're just going to put him as a deep line playmaker and defend. Just make us a little bit more sure going at the back there as well. 74 minutes played, and we are 3-0 up. We've made our triple change. Goodison's crossing. It's going to be picked up here by Centeno, who's now ball finds Gleeson. Gleeson now got GOMESS in space. GOMESS takes a touch. He looks across GOMESS instead of cutting it. Goes for the goal. When you're having a match rating of about 9, and you're in full flow, you don't mind when they blaze over from a tight angle. I would have liked them to cut it, obviously, but we're 3-0 up and dominating here. And Steven now with his ball. Steven back post. Hugo's there. Hugo hits the bar. The world-class Brazilian centre-back has grown into an absolute freak and still has absolute potential to grow into. He is looking crazy. Looking good. 90 minutes played. 91, 92. Can we get to 93 minutes played? We probably will. It's been tackled. No injuries, please. We look like we're going to win this game very comfortably 3-0. On a different day, it probably could be 5, 6, 7 or 8. Not the 10-0 that Madrid beat them by. But look, at home here, 3-0 comfortable. 40 shots, 16 on target. I'm actually going to take that back. We could have beaten them 10-0 full better today. Look at that for match stats. Unbelievable. What we're going to do is I'm quickly going to take a snipping tool of this one here. Get back the Football Manager, get back the snipping tool, take a snip of that. Oh my days. That is called utter domination. Utter domination. There we are. Just going to save the snipping tool. In terms of for YouTube, do we do the next do we do the end-let game? I feel like we won't. I feel like what we will do is we'll come back for the last game of the group stage and leave us a little bit of a cliffhanger. Did Damien really lose to Anderlecht away and then lose to United and lose to Madrid and then maybe finish third? Did Damien really go and I don't think we would in that case. I think that means we'll go through on results. And we might not go through on results against teams actually now that I think about it. So we probably could, which is good for us because it gives us a little bit of a cliffhanger to leave it on. So obviously if we lose these games here, we would, against United and Madrid, if we lost to Anderlecht, we might still finish third. If we beat Anderlecht, we would probably finish in first or second. It also depends what happens. If United and Madrid draw and they go to 5, the most points they can get is 11. We would be on top, and we would guarantee ourselves top of the group, which would be absolutely insane. What we're going to do is we're going to leave all those possibilities for everybody on YouTube till next time. That's going to be end of episode 65. Stay tuned for episode 66. They're probably going to come out after the stream, so they'll probably come out bang and bang, pretty much together. It'll be one done, and then a half an hour later will be the other one ready to come out as well. So stay tuned for that. That will come out later in the afternoon or tonight in my time, in Adelaide time, Australian Central Standard Time, if we want to be precise. For everybody there on the YouTube, that's going to be an episode. Obviously, follow us on Twitch because we're streaming right now live. The chat loved the GOMESS goal. We're well up and about. We do normally stream at a later time than this, but due to the just how work's going to be for this week, we will be streaming at this time. We will obviously invite the stream, obviously, during our time off, which we will get in a few weeks' time. It's only 3 weeks away, and then we'll be having time off, and we'll be streaming quite a fair bit. So please click the follow button on the Twitch. Follow me on Twitter for live updates when we do go live or when an episode goes live. And follow my Facebook. We're trying to make that more interactive if we get a lot of people onto it. It's something that I am experimenting with the Facebook. We'll probably go and get, some snippets up of games. We'll ask questions. Should we sign this guy? We'll link a little bit of spoilers there as well on the Facebook. So please go and check that one out there as well. For everybody on Twitch, don't go anywhere. We obviously going to still be streaming for the rest of the free games as well. For everybody on YouTube, that's going to be the end of the episode. And thank you and goodbye.